So I've been trying to get a Hybrid Rem carry build to work, and while my attempts haven't been bad, the matches I've been getting have been quite interesting. This one had a solid start. I wasn't paying attention, so Sinclair didn't get the switch he wanted, which is kind of funny. Otherwise, I'm laning with Haze versus Celeste in Pocket. Of course, Celeste had just come out, so there's a lot of learning happening. And Pocket is just a tickle monster, unless the player is really good at them. So I'm having a good time, playing a solid lane, stealing souls, harassing the bad guys, throwing explosive pillows when... these guys start arguing like I've never seen before, like a married couple.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you new to the game? Why are you up there?
I'm gonna give you.
Why are you up there, man?
Or I'll run it down.
Why are you up there, man? Run it down. I do not give a. You're the one that started pitching.
Run it down.
I'll
run it down. I'm going blue.
Run it down. Run it down.
Literally one kill each on them, and we already have running it down. Never have I ever seen such an instant, extended, argumentative crash out in deadlock.
Literally no one cares.
If this counts as a loss.
No one cares. You're the one that cares about rank. We play for the
5 deaths, a bit more whining, and the match is cancelled. Of course, with everyone gone, I just had to get the last laugh on the Pocket. So now here's a game I am kind of happy with, and believe me, it's taken me a few of these games to get one. I was playing in a party with some of my crew, Kazzy and Peppy, so average rank is a little lower to accommodate the different party ranks, but the 3 of us are within Archon to Phantom rank, so we're not getting into boring steamroll lobbies. This match rank being Archon 6. This lane is fun. You should know my thoughts on Viper's laning potential, and Peppy is getting some games on the newly released Celeste, who seems to be quite strong. Warden can be a little annoying, but his strength in lane is in punishing low mobility targets, and his weakness is kind of ranged focus fire from high mobility targets, which is what gets us the early pick. Between my nuclear pillow throwing and Celeste spam, we quickly poked him down for an easy kill. I approached the Hybrid Rem build very similarly to how Hybrid Viper is typically built, by essentially putting rocks and explosive devices in the pillow, then using Magnum and a couple core gun items to make those candle shots hit like a bus. By the way, I've literally avoided looking at any other Rem builds, so if mine's pretty garbage, that's why. This is extremely experimental. Here it is, in case you want to troll with it. We continued to harass the poor snake until the poke spam that is very annoying turned her into roadkill under her own roof. And a bit later, Celeste has a bit of a lead now, over Viper specifically, and backs up that truck to run her over again. After one more kill on Warden, Kazzy, who was playing Venator, decided he hates his lane, and said that he wanted to cause a drama to make the recording more interesting and clickbaitable.
Gotta be a segment in your video where it's just like, and this Warden came in and fucking ruined our lane. Or not Warden, the fucking Venator.
And he kind of did by going all in on finishing off the low Viper I had just slept, dying to his complete failure of a dive, but the giant Celeste poke circle was able to finish her off, before dying to her own questionable greed. Paige and Viper seemed to have swapped lanes, so it was my turn to go cause a drama on green, looking to dive the poor Viper again. With Graves setting up shop, the snake drove straight onto the spike trap and got smoked, leaving her running in circles before Venator put her down with a holy stake straight through her already crushed heart. Unfortunately, afterwards, we could not track down the whereabouts of Grey Talon, hoping to not get smoked ourselves as we are both vulnerable to Talon's burst. Unable to find him, and too greedy to walk away, we both die. Only 7 minutes into the game, it's time to get back to actually playing the laning phase, as Celeste had been left alone for quite a while now. And oh look, Sinners are up. Laning phase is over. After they took our blue Guardian, since I said we didn't need it, while taking Sinners, Celeste got into a fight with the Warden and Paige. But I came in with a clutch sleepy time, allowing us to pick up the Paige kill while extending Celeste's life just a little longer, but not enough to keep her up for the Warden kill, who donates a big sack of change to New York City's Wild Bird Fund. Now with Burst Fire picked up to really kick off the gun build, it's back to Rem's regularly scheduled steal every single Sinners in the jungle. The blue Guardian decided to look at me funny, so we took it, Then I saw Bebop was being overran, so I came by to help, but he already took care of the problems, so instead I stole all of his farm before returning to blue for more farm, which gave me enough to pick up Tesla bullets to help me farm even better. I saw a fight started on green, so I went over just in case, but the problem had been taken care of for the most part, just a little rodent trying to run off.
Whoopsie.
After hanging out a bit to farm some more, I decided the snake had it too good for too long at this point, and I needed to put a stop to it. Afterwards, Kazi had warned of the werewolf.
Guys, I have really bad news.
What?
I'm dead!
Before the loose animal tore the poor little guy to shreds. Back to farming, while looking for more Rem-friendly gank opportunities, I saw a fat fight breaking out over the yellow walker, so I called Celeste over to take out the opposite side so we can get our objective game going when a feral animal responded to the call, but we were able to call animal patrol before it became a problem and got the walker. While Warden was left unattended and able to take our mid-walker for some reason. A big response was made for our treason, and we got a pick on the snake before the boogeyman showed up to eat me. And he ended up chasing Celeste across the country for some reason to get that double kill. I figured an early capacitor upgrade was in order to help me kite away from their two heavy dive heroes. While I continued my quest for more money, I noticed Celeste was quite out of position, and I was barely able to intercept the ball before she died, and put the chasers to bed before a full fight broke out, with Bebop hitting a fat hook on Silver, with a sick follow-up of another fat hook onto Drifter for a couple easy kills in our favor, allowing us to easily clean up.
You think I'm gonna slow down? I'll come back in for you.
And oh my, would you look at the map.
I know you'll help me.
Thank you.
With all that money acquired through all that, I was able to get Magnum to unlock the really big damage after throwing an explosive pillow. And to test that bad boy out, I went to try and stop Warden from uncontested taking our yellow walker, in which I missed my explosive pillow, slept in while I was stuck in his claw, completely failed to stop the walker take, but with another pillow and a straight line escape from Warden, I was able to finish mowing him down with my extra hot candle shots, allowing me to go back with another fat paycheck to spend on even more extreme damage.
Oh, where'd it go?
Warden, looking for the walker trifecta, came down green, and thankfully we were loitering in the area, allowing us to take care of the problem before it became a problem. And two sleeping targets next to each other made for some easy picking on the Celeste bubble bounce. The boogeyman showed up on our flank, but before he could frighten anyone, our designated football player slammed him into a wall, giving us the advantage for a rejuve pickup.
The rejuvenate.
A couple chumps showed up mid, so while Celeste started marinating them, I was able to give the way overextended Silver a good nap before we were able to chase her all the way back for that pick, plus the page who got caught in the crossfire of this rundown. We had most of the crew together, so we decided to get started on taking down their base. I got both shrines while the team harasses the defenders. Page got dissolved, and then we got patron phase. I decided to make a quick pit stop at home, as it's pretty standard to mine the quick respawns after phasing the patron, but the soul differential was pointed out and I returned just to put a little extra damage onto the page so that we could wrap this up and put this monstrosity of a game away. In my time trying to get a good game of Hybrid Rem, I have climbed the highest peaks only to be thrown off at the end. I have failed to make the project seem worthwhile. I have probably put together the worst build possible in attempts to make it work. I have put more effort into playing the game to create the perfect carry hero than I would have anyone else. And that's why, after careful consideration, I have decided that it is not worth the effort, and that I do not care about that previous statement I just made, and Hybrid Rem is a mainstay in my rotation because I am a believer.